just how that works. Get there one on the battery died. Be right back. Fresh battery. Guess I can explain what we're doing here. I'm going to rip this down to create a flush end on the back side of this. I think the last video I said that wife wanted to keep the live edges and do the fancy little epoxy pour in the middle, but I got the research in that, and then with these rough cuts like I've done, they got to be plain perfectly smooth on the top and bottom. I don't have access to a planer that big, and to have someone do it's going to be a fairly decent amount of money, and it's going away from what we're originally doing, which is rustic. So I'm going back to the original plan. I'm gonna true up and square up where they're going to join in the center, and it's gonna look good. I'm still gonna epoxy the top, so, and then we got the whole floor to do with the core round cords of wood, and I'm gonna pour epoxy. Probably take a couple of 5-gallon buckets of epoxy, pour it out on the floor and level out, and we're gonna do the turquoise in it. So it's gonna look good. But anyway, get back to it here. We'll save that piece, and I'll show you what we can do with that. But set that up on the porch, buddy. Flat ways down on there so it won't break. Now, we've got a perfectly flat corner to work with here. I like it. Yeah. Now, take measure on my truck. question. You seen my tape measure, bud?
No, I have not. How about, have you seen a jacket like Tanner's? There's two of them.
Let me pick y'all up here. Show you what I'm gonna do. What we're gonna do is measure this, find its widest point, or narrowest point, which is probably gonna be 12 inches. Dang, I'm gonna lose quite a bit with that. Well, not as much as I would think. Alright. So right there is 12 inches. So we're not losing much because that's going to be the backside against the backsplash of the wall. And this will be where it joins the second one up there. So we got to square both of them, but in either sense, yeah, right on the dot 12. So, cameraman, come here, hold that for me. And we're gonna chalk the line out, and you hold that line right on there.
Okay.
Mine right back here. Yeah. Put you back on the stand here for real quick, folks, and we'll chalk this line out. Sorry for the jarring around. This ain't Hollywood Studios or something. Just us. Bring you over here. That's what I was trying to get away from. That darn sun. Let this leg out a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now we got our point of reference. We'll go ahead and rip that side too.
This is gonna look good.
Straight and true. Footboard right there. So, foot wide. And these little holes from the knots are not going to matter. So, yeah. We'll come back at you in a minute here. Good evening. Had to take a little break there, get some measurements, figure out some stuff. Let me show you what I got here. That's my backboard going into the wall. or against the wall, or the backsplash you'd call underneath the cabinet. And got these marks right here. This is the bottom, which is going to set on the base cabinet. It's going to set up. So the top of the countertop is underneath right now. But these markers, I'm going to cut down. I think it was 3/4 of an inch, and cut that out. Because if you look, it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera ever so slightly. That's got a bow in it. So it's sitting like a banana right now on my base cabinets. And that's just the nature of the beast when freehanding a piece this big out. But we're going to make it work. Because that's where they sit on the 2x4s, and the 2x4s I got running across the base cabinets, so they'll set down in them notches, and we'll absorb the bow that way out of it. So anyway, we'll put you on the stand and let you see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Now I got my depth already set on the skill saw. Matter of fact, there we go. We'll see what that does right there.
There's a full battery. Here's the check. Woo! I'll grab that. Oh, you think this will sit down in the grooves now? This should prevent that bow from happening now.
Take my depth gauge up just a hair. the battery off the charger for me, son?
That one that came off this one?
Yes, sir.
I did not. I just set it down.
It's on the charger. So as you can tell, notched them out. I left I cut a little more just in case I needed to notch some more down. I don't think I do. I didn't want to get into the integrity of my countertop, but I believe that's going to give us enough because the bend's right in here. And I was looking at it, it is slightly thicker right here. My bar must have flexed on my chainsaw or something. I got future plans for a jig for that thing. Simple countryman jig, but anyway, me and the boy here are gonna get it set in, aren't we? See where we're at.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Well, turn back at you in a minute and let you see
Final progress.
if it worked. All right, it is evening time, and had to stop and get me something to eat. Getting hungry. But on a quick note, before I get off here and we start our next Marvel movie, we're on Disney Plus watching them in chronological order. I've never watched them in chronological order, not necessarily the way they came out in the theaters. Did try it. It's pretty good. And here we go. I still got some leveling to do on it, but live front edge. Up tops my cabinet, still gotta add my third row up there, and then start building the facing and doing the doors. But got plans for the old farmhouse sink come with the house. We're not going to use that in here. We're going to take this sink, put it outside next to our greenhouse, and my wife's going to use it for the outdoor sink, cleaning the veggies as she pulls them out of the garden, prepping them out there and then bringing them in. So stay tuned, because that's coming up right after we get done with this side. Got a cool idea we're going to do there. Plus, this is not even hand deep in a couple of our pots, and you can't move the sink around, move the faucet around. Even a high neck, they're not deep enough, so got a plan. Stay tuned. But here, yes, I know. You say, well, Levi, you're about a foot short. Exactly right, I'm a foot short. And we'll clean this up right here with the saw. It's a little longer, but that was the nature of the beast. It's the longest, thickest tree trunk I had that was decent. So we made it work there. And then I want to come here. I'm going to be like a cool little accent piece instead of the finished side and facing out here. We're going to do live wood edge here in this little gap right here. Still haven't figured out. I'm gonna have to finagle a piece here to finish out the live wood edge on this, and then very carefully blend it in so it looks like one piece. But anyway, it'll be a little unique design, like I said, rustic. And then back here, we're gonna get the backsplash set in there. What I'm gonna do is cut some live facing tree, put it up here right above the outlets. Good job, thank you. It's like my mind's going, and that'll finish that out. And like I said, stay tuned with the sink. Got a kick-ass idea to do there. Tomorrow, we're more liable to get this tomorrow, as I got them in the bed of the truck. Build the cabinet base here and go ahead and put countertops right here. That's getting one of these big I think these are 32 or 34 inches wide, but wall cabinet. And then here in the corners we're doing pie wedges of live faced about this thick, and we're going to do them 1, 2, 3, and there's going to be open shelving space. I'm going to hang coffee mugs either underneath here or underneath there, whichever I decide to put the coffee machine. And
I know where I want the coffee machine at.
No, where do you want the coffee machine?
Right here.
No, we're going to put it in one of the corners.
Okay, fine. That corner.
But yeah, and she don't want anything above there. We're going to take her cuckoo clock, which is over here, and put it up there so I can cuckoo at her. But that looks pretty darn good right there. Can't wait to start getting my, I got to build my drawers and then the lower parts. But
I know what you can.
anyway, I'll slap in the plug-ins tomorrow. The outlets, I got one in there already, and then I already got it dropped into the breaker box, and it's just tied off. So I got the breaker for it and everything. We'll tie them in. So hopefully finish this side up tomorrow and get it screwed in place. Yes, I am gonna after I get these things leveled up the way I want them, I'm going to take a drill bit, fine drill bit, drill in and do a countersink and put me some good sturdy anchor screws, because it does still have a little bit of a bow in it, but I can suck that up and probably just use 2 on this end, 2 on that end.
Hey, Dad.
There's what I was saying, that valley, we'll fill that in with some nice wood filler and some cedar shavings. I'll show you how to mix up a little compound that'll make this look like one piece when it's done. And then these little things right here, we got one here, but there's a total blemish going down this one. Little valleys all the way down. We're gonna fill them in with some turquoise epoxy and then epoxy all of it.
I've never seen epoxy.
So where you going to, buddy?
Oh, about the size of this and make doors.
I might, but anyway, that's the gist of it. I'm gonna get it off of here. I'm tired, and movie night. So y'all have a good one. If you're liking what you see, let me know. Got any ideas, let me know. I'm always open to ideas. Bounce off ideas off each other. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like it. If you do, hit that like button. And if you want to follow along, because we're gonna kick it up in warp speed here as soon as I get done with this. I got a bunch of other projects down the pipeline. So anyway, if y'all are interested, tune in, subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.